Have a seat.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name, please?
Jaden Patrick.
The 14B District Court is back in session. My name is Elaine Washington, and I'm the judge presiding over this session. Court will call the case of Ypsilanti Township versus Jaden Patrick, 21W00761A. And there is also a B ticket that goes along with that as well, but it's not a part of the docket today.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you, ma'am?
I'm doing well, thank you. Shanazi Carey Akinruli, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Jaden Patrick.
Good morning. So we're here for an arraignment on a bench warrant. Apparently, he failed to appear back on June 30th of 2021. Well, actually, he failed to appear a number of times on March 22nd, April 14th, May 4th, and June 30th. And a warrant was issued for his arrest. Bond was set at $2,500, 10%.
Correct, Your Honor. I did speak with Mr. Patrick regarding this particular failure to appear. We only spoke in regards to the most recent one, the June 30th date. He states that he called in to the Zoom meeting and was not allowed access for one reason or another, unknown to him. He states that he was unsure of what to do at that point. I have since educated him on what the process entails, which would be basically to call the court's clerk, either while he's on the Zoom or before or after, to prevent a warrant from being issued for his failure to appear. He states that he completely understands what to do now and how to avoid this particular situation from happening again. I do know that, if I'm not mistaken, once the initial warrant was placed, that he went through the necessary procedures with the online system. Am I correct about that? To have the warrant recalled and get a new date?
No, that is not correct.
No. Okay, my apologies. Give me a second. Must be another case. With that, Your Honor, we do ask for a personal recognizance bond in this matter. We understand the court's position in regards to failure to appear and the strain that it puts on the court, both financially and time-wise. But I do think that Mr. Patrick understands the error of his ways, and especially being in custody at this point for something of this nature, understands the severity of his failure to appear. And he's assured me and provided me with contact information to ensure that he shows up to his next court day. So we are asking for another opportunity for him to be released and handle this matter. He states that I think it's only fines that are remaining on this particular case. And he,
on the driving while license suspended, he's here for an arraignment on both the bench warrant as well as the ticket itself. He has not
itself. Gotcha.
never
Been in front of the court.
Been in front of the court because he failed to appear not just on June 30th, but on, like I said, April 22nd. I mean, March 22nd, April 14th, and May 4th. So, you know, his excuse for not being able to get into the space doesn't fly in light of all the times and opportunities he's been given to be present.
I will say this, Your Honor, his first date, he was scheduled for an arraignment on 4/14/21, correct?
The first date was March 22nd.
Okay, I see that as the filing date here for the A ticket. Maybe
it's not written right on the outside of this file, but it looks like it was March 22nd. And then
yeah, the entry date was March 22nd. The offense date was March the 20th.
Okay. And then he had the arraignment on 4/14, May 4th, and then June 2nd, then June 30th. So
the B ticket has been defaulted out, correct? And the A ticket is the misdemeanor that we're here on today.
Correct.
So with that, Your Honor, I mean, all I can do is ask the court, based on Mr. Patrick's assertions to me, or his statements to me, and ask that the court gives him another opportunity. He wanted to pay the ticket to see if it was just possible to pay the ticket to have it closed out. I advise him against that simply because of the nature of the ticket. He states that he is currently working on getting his license reinstated with the other courts that he has holds through. So my advice to him was to not pay it to have it closed out today, but instead to request that the court give him an opportunity to resolve the other matters and come back here and resolve this ticket and possibly, you know, have a significant offer that reduces the charge from the prosecution.
Thank you. Mr. Patrick, and
Yes, ma'am.
you just heard your attorney advocate on your behalf. They're requesting for an opportunity for you to come back here to talk to the prosecution regarding this matter. That is probably in your best interest to do. I have to advise you of your rights. This is a misdemeanor offense, sir. Driving while license suspended carries a maximum of 93 days in the Washington County Jail and/or fines and court costs of $500 plus the additional court costs. You understand that, sir?
Yes, I do.
As to that charge, how do you plead, sir?
Would I be guilty or
Not guilty.
not guilty? Not guilty.
All right, I will enter a not guilty on your behalf. Sir, I don't want you to tell me your full address here. I just want to ask you a question and I just want you to answer that specific part of the question. Are you still at the Holmes Road address, sir?
No, I have a new address.
Okay. Did you fill out a contact sheet for your client?
I did, Your Honor. I initially forwarded it to Magistrate Nelson. He stated that he would forward it to Ms. Ball.
Okay,
Ms.
thank you.
Bell.
One
Thank you.
second. Okay, is that the one on the dream?
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay, thank you. This is not, I have the request for a court-appointed attorney in order. Is there also a contact sheet as well?
No, Your Honor. That the only sheet that we typically fill out would be that one. I'm not familiar with the contact sheet.
All right, thank you. Can we go off live?